Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Top Crypto Bull here once again for your daily crypto update. Let's get right into it. Well, it looks like the market's still red. Looking at the top 100 bubbles, I see mostly a sea of red. I see a few green bubbles, but very few, only about like 5, 6, 7, or 8. Looks like the biggest loser for today is PNGU, the Pudgy Penguin, is down 12.6% down for the day. Then we also have DEXs is down 7.7 down for the day. And actually the biggest green bubble right now is Move, MOVE, is up 12.3 up for the day. And WIF is making a move, is up 15.3% up for the day. That's Dog Whiff Hat. So looks like the market is still a little bit red, but it is bouncing back. So the bubbles are still red in the last 24 hours. But the percentage wise was a lot bigger. Right now the average percentage down for one day is right around like 2 to 5%. That's about the average. But they were more like 5 to 10% down just a little bit ago. But it looks like the market is bouncing back, and that's good news. We want to get higher prices here soon. Now the biggest question for tomorrow, or basically 13 hours from right now. The FOMC meeting is meeting tomorrow morning, and Jerome Powell, that's the FOMC chair. He's going to speak and give his speech, and depending on what he says, it's either going to crash Bitcoin or it's going to pump Bitcoin. And we know if Bitcoin crashes, the altcoins are going to crash harder. But if Bitcoin pumps, the altcoins are going to pump harder even more. So it all depends on Mr. Jerome Powell. See what he says. Is he going to be hawkish or dovish? In my opinion, I think he's kind of going to be neutral. So I think maybe the market might pump or just keep going sideways. But I don't think it's going to dump. If it does dump, you never know. Nobody really knows 100%. What's going to happen tomorrow. If Jerome Powell is going to be dovish or hawkish. But I do believe this big dip we just had is probably the market pricing in a hawkish Jerome Powell. So that's why I'm thinking, the big dip might be over, and I'm thinking either we're gonna see more like sideways action tomorrow. Jerome Powell is gonna be neutral. There's probably not gonna be no rate cut. They're not gonna cut rates or increase rates, and that's already priced in. The market already priced in that basically, there's gonna be no change for the rate cut. For the interest rate. So that's why I'm thinking, probably we're going to just be neutral, go sideways. But there is a good chance that Jerome Powell might be dovish, and the market might pump. I guess, President Donald Trump, he gave a speech the other day, and where he mentioned that, he wanted the Fed to basically, stop, increasing rates, to stop being hawkish. So maybe Jerome Powell will listen to Trump and be dovish tomorrow and make the markets pump. So we'll wait and see tomorrow. We're literally only about 13 hours away from Jerome Powell giving his speech. So get ready. It's going to be very volatile. The next 12 to 24 hours. It's going to be very volatile. If we do see a dump in the market, don't get shaken out. Don't get scared out of the market. Don't be selling your coins. Because that might just be one last shakeout before the big pump to the upside. Because I do believe Bitcoin and altcoins are about to go parabolic. You have to remember that we are in the 30-year of the bull run for Bitcoin, and the 30-year of the bull run for Bitcoin is basically the parabolic bull run phase for Bitcoin. In case you don't know, if you've been watching my channel, you should know by now. Bitcoin runs on a 4-year cycle. It has 1 year bear market and 3 years of bull run. And right now, we're in the 30-year of the bull run. The bear market for this cycle for Bitcoin was between November 2021 and November 2022. And basically, the 3 years of bull run started after November 2022. So, 3 years of bull run would be up sometime around November 2025. I'm thinking it might end sometime around September 2025, maybe give or take a month. It might end August, September or October 2025. That's when I see Bitcoin topping off. So that's why even if we see a big dip tomorrow, don't get bearish. Don't be selling out of position. That's what the market maker loves to do. Freak everybody out, get everybody to sell, and then just when the majority of people have sold, that's when the market maker flips the switch, and it makes everything go parabolic. And I do believe that's right around the corner. If Jerome Powell is hawkish and we do see a dump, it'll probably only last like a day or two. We'll see like a V-shaped recovery, and we'll be like right back above 100,000 within by the weekend. So don't get scared in case we see a big dump. But on the other hand, there is a good chance that Jerome Powell might be neutral or dovish, and if that happens, we might see a pump to the upside. If Jerome Powell is neutral, we might just keep going sideways, kind of grinding up slowly. But if he's dovish and he's saying good things about the economy and about what he's going to do in the future, then we could see Bitcoin go parabolic and make a new all-time high. Because Bitcoin is due. It's been going sideways. It went sideways between 90K and 100K for over 2 months. Now it's been going sideways between 100K and 108,000 for over a week now. So Bitcoin is due to go to higher prices. And February is usually a very, very bullish month for Bitcoin and cryptos, especially on the last year of the bull run, and which is 2025 right now. We're in the last year of the bull run for Bitcoin and cryptos. So basically, February is very bullish, and February is just right around the corner. Basically, we're basically on the 29th already. We just turned the 29 here on the East Coast of the United States. So we just have a couple more days of January, and then we're gonna hit February. So tomorrow might be the start, or when Jerome Powell gives his speech, might be the start of another parabolic bull run for Bitcoin and cryptos. So get ready. If you have some dry powder on the side, might be a good time to buy before the big pump. But it's not financial advice. I'm just saying that's what I'm doing. Right now I'm taking advantage. I'm definitely buying up my favorite altcoins, buying up some more Leah AI, buying up some of my favorite coins. Because I do believe that Jerome Powell might pump the market. Again, if I had to put a percentage on it, I do believe it's about like a 60% chance that Jerome Powell pumps the market, and a 40% chance that he dumps it. And that's what trading is. It's probabilities. Nobody really knows 100% what's going to happen. So you got to take your position just based on the probabilities. And from my research, and from the charts, and from the time cycle we're in, I do believe it's time for Bitcoin and cryptos to pump. So that's why I'm going 60% chance. That's why I'm buying all the altcoins right now. I have a 60% chance that Jerome Powell pumps the crypto market. So definitely that's why I'm buying up these coins before they start pumping tomorrow or after Jerome Powell speaks. So definitely get ready. You decide what you want to do. But I'm buying this dip right now before we get to higher prices, and then it'll be too late by then. This might be the last chance to buy all your favorite cryptos at these low prices, because I do believe the altcoin season is right around the corner. I do believe by mid-February to late February we'll be in true altcoin season, where all your favorite cryptos are going to be going parabolic. You'll be seeing your favorite crypto doing 50% moves every day. One day they'll do like a 75% move. The next day they'll do a 100% move, and that'll last for a couple months. And then after that, we'll get a big crash. But for now, everything's bullish. It's not the time to be bearish. Just take advantage of the red right now. Just like Warren Buffett says, you gotta buy the blood in the streets. He became a billionaire by buying everybody's fear. He always got greedy when everybody was fearful. And right now, a lot of people are fearful. So it's the time to be greedy and pick up some of your favorite altcoins. Again, not financial advice. That's just how Warren Buffett became a billionaire. He bought everybody's fear, and always bought all his assets in the red, while everybody was scared to buy him. So there you go. Now I want to read this little article here before we get into the Bitcoin update and the favorites updates. Let's read the article first, and then we'll get into the favorites. Okay, it reads like this: Bitcoin preps for FOMC meeting. Comments as BTC price coils near 103K. Bitcoin coils below 103, but dovish comments from this week FOMC could send Bitcoin price to new highs. After a brief drop below $100,000, Bitcoin rose all the way up to $102,000, and that was its daily close on January 28. Over the past 24 hours, the crypto asset has consolidated above the six-figure range as the market braced itself for the upcoming FOMC meeting. CME's Fed Watch tool has predicted that there is a 99.5% chance that the Fed will keep interest rates unchanged at 4.25% to 4.50%. And I guess Bitcoin, has already priced in, what FOMC is going to do. In December 2024, minutes from the FOMC meeting indicated that the Fed would take a more measured approach in 2025. Further rate cuts will depend on whether new data suggests economic weakness and lower inflation. Basically, let me read that again. Further rate cuts will depend on whether new data suggests economic weakness or lower inflation. I think it's just, I don't think he's going to cut rates or raise rates. I think it's just going to be neutral. I think he's not going to, do anything when it comes to the rates. But I guess everybody's just going to be waiting on his speech, whether it's hawkish or dovish. Let's keep reading here. For the better part of 4 weeks, multiple analysts believe that the markets have already priced in unchanged interest rates. Thus, the attention is more focused on the tone of Fed Chair Jerome Powell's statement. If the Fed Chair maintains a strict or hawkish stance, Bitcoin is expected to see a spike in bearish volatility. The downside target for Bitcoin lies around $94,000 once equal lows are swept around the $97,000 region. The 94K range marks an untested 4-hour fair value gap. If the fair value gap range is breached, BTC can drop under its previous range below 88,900, which may signal the start of a new bearish directional bias. Now, this I don't agree with at all. I am definitely not bearish. I'm definitely bullish. I do believe 90K is the line in the sand. In case we got bearish speech from Jerome Powell, I think it'll probably drop to the mid 90s, somewhere around like 95K. And if it dropped below 95K, I definitely think 90K will hold. I definitely don't think we'll go under 90K. I think that's like the line in the sand for Bitcoin at this point. We got a lot of support there. So let's keep reading this. Kind of interesting. It says, can Trump influence the Fed's outlook? One key difference between the previous and upcoming FOMC meeting is that this will be the first Fed gathering under Trump's administration. Last week, the 47th U.S. president publicly demanded the Federal Reserve should consider cutting interest rates, citing declining oil prices. I guess Mr. Trump, he really cares about the oil, huh? He wants to drill. That's how he became a millionaire, I think, in oil. Let's continue. Additionally, Thomas, a macroeconomics analyst, also said that it is hard to believe that Powell will be more hawkish relative to the December 2024 press conference. He said, "We have seen a cool PPI and a marginally cool core CPI. We have also seen some very cool shelter inflation data, which points recently to all good news in terms of a potentially more Fed rate cuts in 2025. Hence, this outlook may not be priced in. According to market commentators, any indications of a dovish sentiment could send Bitcoin higher in the charts and establish a higher high pattern in the midterm chart. A 4-hour candle close above equal high at $107,000 would take BTC above the descending trendline resistance as illustrated in the chart." Let's take a look at that. So I guess they're saying, we break this line here, we're just going to go higher. Hopefully you can see it's kind of small there. This would allow Bitcoin to move towards another all-time high value above 120K, with the crypto asset entering another price discovery period in February. That's what I'm thinking. I'm definitely thinking that Bitcoin is, if Jerome Powell is dovish, it's going to make a new all-time high. we're right around, February's right around the corner, and February is usually super bullish for Bitcoin on the 30 of the bull run, which is this year, 2025. So regardless, it should be noted that the Federal Reserve is an independent entity and it does not need to consider the U.S. President's opinion. Market speculations are currently bullish, but a clear picture will only be available after the FOMC meeting. I'm kind of interested in to see to watch the speech of Jerome Powell. I wonder if he's gonna give in to Trump and be dovish, or if he might just be hawkish, just to go against Trump, kind of to show him like, hey man, you're not my boss. You have no you can't order me around, because I guess the FOMC is independent from the U.S. president, and Donald Trump, he can't order Jerome Powell what to do. So that I'm kind of interested to see what's going to happen. Is Jerome Powell going to follow Trump and be dovish, or is he going to go against them just to kind of show him who's boss? So that's kind of interesting. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But either way, whether Jerome Powell is dovish or hawkish, if he is hawkish, we see a quick dump. Again, don't get scared out of the market. Don't get fearful. That's what the market makers love to do. There'll be like one quick dip to like 95K, maybe last there a day or two, and then we'll recover. Just like the other day ago, with yesterday or the day before that, when the deep sea came out, it was just one big wick to like 97,000, and then it bounced back above 100K. It actually closed above 100K that same day. It wicked to 97K. So if Jerome Powell is hawkish, I expect the same thing, because right now Bitcoin is in the banana zone where everything goes up. So any kind of bad news that dumps it, all the whales like Michael Saylor and BlackRock, and all the big institutions, and the retail investors too, they're gonna buy Bitcoin right back up, and we're gonna be right back above 100K. It's the time. I mean, we have to remember that we're in the 30 year the bull run, which is the parabolic bull run phase for Bitcoin, and it's about to go parabolic. I mean, the 4-year cycle has been repeating ever since Bitcoin got created in January 2009, and I expect the same thing to happen. It should keep the 4-year cycle should keep repeating until the day it comes. It doesn't, but until that day comes, I'm still going to base all my tradings and my investments on the 4-year Bitcoin cycle, because most likely it's going to keep repeating, because history repeats. It's not exact, but it rhymes. So that's why I'm very bullish Bitcoin, and I do believe probably Jerome Powell will be dovish. That's just my guess. Again, nobody really knows 100% of what's going to happen tomorrow. But just seeing that it's Bitcoin's time to go parabolic, probably they're going to use Jerome Powell's dovish speech to send Bitcoin to higher prices, because they always like to have some kind of news or some kind of event, to kind of explain why Bitcoin goes up or down. But really, the news doesn't really matter. It's the charts, it's the 4-year cycle, what really moves Bitcoin. But a lot of people think it's the news and the macro events going on in politics and in finance, but it's more the 4-year cycle. Because ever since Bitcoin got created in 2009, the cycle has been in effect. It goes down 1 year and it goes up 3 years, and even through since 2009, Bitcoin has been through wars, through recessions, through rate cuts, through rate hikes, through just a bunch of things. Inflation, even the pandemic in 2020. Bitcoin went through all that. And not even the pandemic, that managed to close down the whole world, it didn't manage to close down Bitcoin, because the Bitcoin 4-year cycle has been the same since it got created in 2009. 1 year bear market and 3 years up a bull run. And right now we're in the last year of the bull run, which is the best one, the parabolic bull run phase for Bitcoin. So stay bullish on Bitcoin, and I do believe, if I had to guess, I think Jerome Powell is going to be dovish on tomorrow, about 13 hours from now. But again, nobody really knows. If he is hawkish, then expect a quick dump, but don't get scared. Doesn't mean the bull run is over. It'll just be like a quick dump to like in the mid 90s. We'll probably recover in a day or two. Probably by the weekend, we'll be right back up 100K. That's just in case Jerome Powell is hawkish. but I'm more leaning 60% that he'll be dovish, and 40% that he'll be hawkish. So 60% chance that he pumps the market, and 40% chance he dumps it. We will see what happens. So let's go look at our favorites here. See how they're doing for the day. Let me just go click here, favorites. Whoops, what happened? Okay, favorites. So you guys all know all the favorites here. Bitcoin, Lia AI, XRP, XLM, Jasmy, XCN, Crow and Knife, and COQ, the Cock Inu. So it looks like XRP is up 0.3% up for the day. Then we got XLM is down 1.6% down for the day. We have Jasmy's down 2.9% down for the day. It's perfect time to buy the dip on Jasmy. I've never seen it this low, but it's gonna pump pretty high. I mean, don't let this correction fool you. I mean, that's what they do. You know, they pump and they correct, and then they pump even more. We got XCN is down 3.1% for the day. XCN is a clear example. You know, it pumped all the way to 5 cents. Now it's right around 3 cents. It had a major correction, but it's getting ready to pump again. And then we got Avax is down 1.7% down for the day. And we got COQ is up 2% up for the day. And we got CAW, Crowley Knife, 0.1% up for the day. Now, CoinMarketCap or the crypto bubbles, they don't have Lia AI, so I have to use CoinGecko to look at the price in the chart. Let me refresh it to make sure I got the correct price for Lia. So the current price of Lia AI right now is 0.01416. It did correct. It's pretty great price right now. It did correct all the way down to 0.0126, no 0.0123. I mean, that's a great dip. I mean, it's only a $14 million market cap. So I mean, like, this thing's gonna go up. I don't think it'll go much lower. I think you know, this 0.0126 is pretty much the local bottom for Lia right now. If you go to the max chart, look at this bullish chart here. Look how bullish the Lia chart is. You know, it got created, you know, sometime in late November, like it says here, November 23rd, 2024, and it's just been going up. You know, it has corrections, but it's been grinding slowly to the upside. You know, and if you notice here, every time, it pumps, you know, it has a big spike, and then it corrects back down, but then it has an even bigger pump, and then it corrects back down, and then it has an even bigger pump, and right now it's corrected all the way back down. And this pattern is probably going to keep repeating. It's going to have an even bigger spike. It'll probably go to above 0.3 here, probably tomorrow after Jerome Powell's dovish. So you know, probably you'll see like a 0.03 price for Lia AI tomorrow after Jerome Powell speaks, or if he's dovish. So I wouldn't be sleeping on Lia AI. This is one of my most bullish plays right now. I do believe Lia AI could at least get to $1 billion market cap by the end of the year. By the end of this bull run cycle, and right now it's only a $14 million market cap. So to $1 billion, that would be, let's see how many X's. 140 million would be 10x. So then there's probably like a 7x. So like it would be like a 70x to $1 billion from this price right now. But it might even go to $1.4 billion. So it might even do 100x. We saw the ELIZA, the AI16Z AI agent. It got up to like $2.5 billion market cap at its top. So I mean, it started just like like Lia AI, the AI16Z did. So if Lia could get to $2.5 billion market cap, that would be like over like a 200x from the price of today. So don't sleep on Lia AI. This is one of our favorite picks. It's the first video AI agent. It's the first AI agent that come out in video. There's other ones now too, but Lia AI was the first one. But I think it's the best one. It's got its own personality. It's got the best personality. It's got a very sarcastic and sassy personality. I mean, you could basically talk to it, like you were talking to a human being. It has a very the thoughts and the responses that Lia AI gives are very human-like. It's basically like ChatGPT, but but it's on video and through voice. when you use ChatGPT, you have to, you type in the text and the response in text. But with Leah AI, you just talk to it. You're like, Leah AI, what's your favorite crypto? And it'll respond to you. It'll be like, oh, my favorite crypto is like, I'm just gonna, make a random number like Avax. I'm not sure if that's your favorite crypto, but I'm just saying she'll just respond to you like a human being, and she'll give you analysis. She's very smart and very human-like. You could ask her about the weather, you could ask her about politics, but she knows a lot about crypto. You could tell her, what her favorite picks are right now. And I do believe it's going to get better and better. I do believe the team is going to make her into a 3D model. So right now she just has like a talking head, but her face moves. Her eyes move. She makes like these weird expressions through her face. Very sassy, very sarcastic expressions. But I do believe they're going to give her a body, and also I do believe Leah AI. She's going to come out in an app. I do believe on the Apple Store. I'm not sure if in the Play Store. But I do believe for sure, like on the App Store, on the Apple Store, pretty soon here, I think within a month or so, might be less, either 3 weeks or a month, something like that. You're gonna be able to download Leah AI and basically talk to her. She could be like, your assistant. Help you out with cryptos, help you out, just with anything you ask it. I mean, she could be like your friend. You could talk to her all day long if you wanted to. And her thoughts are very, human-like. So don't miss out on Leah AI. I do believe the technology is really good on Leah AI, and I do believe it's going to moon. This is one of my favorite picks. I do believe it's going to have a big, massive pump to the upside, especially, once, the Bitcoin goes back into new all-time highs. It's going to, blast off with Bitcoin. So definitely, look into Leah AI. The tokenomics are really good. The total supply and the max supply are only 1 billion Leah, and the circulating supply is the same, 1 billion. So the team's not going to be able to dump on you. So that's really good. You're not going to see the team dumping on you. So and let me see what else they got here. Well, that's about it right there. But basically, I do think Leah AI could get to at least $1 billion market cap. So don't miss out on these low prices. This is the all-time chart right here. Very, very bullish. Just keeps making higher highs, higher lows. Let's go back to the 24-hour chart. Take advantage of this dip. It did get as low as 0.125. So I don't think it'll go lower than that. So if it gets anywhere near close to under 0.13, that's a buy for me. I'm thinking about buying more here. If it gets to 0.13 or lower again, I'm gonna buy some more. I already have a big bag of Leah AI, but I'm gonna keep buying more because I do see a lot of potential and a lot of upside to Leah AI. So yeah, don't miss out on Leah AI. I think it's going to do great this cycle. Now let's get into the Bitcoin update. See what Bitcoin is doing at the time of recording. Current price of Bitcoin is $102,606. It did manage to close above 100K. We closed today, according to the Coinbase chart, $101,290. So we've been closing above 100K for 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12 days now. So that's good. It looks like we're making 100K into support. We don't want to fall back under 100K. It's okay if we wick under 100K like we did last this day here on January 27th, because today, January 28th, we didn't even wick below 100K. The low for today was $100,213. So that's good. We're staying above 100K and we're closing above 100K. The last thing we want to do is close underneath 100K. We don't want to fall back down in this range between 90K and 100K. We were in this range for over 2 months. We don't want to be there anymore. And I don't think we will. We might see wicks, like if Jerome Powell is dovish, we might see some wicks, below 100K. But again, if that happens, all the whales like Michael Saylor, BlackRock, all the big institutions, and the retail investors too, they're going to buy Bitcoin right back up. Because those big whales, they know, they're insiders. They know about the 4-year cycle, and they know that Bitcoin is about to go parabolic. That's why you see BlackRock and Michael Saylor, they're buying, Bitcoin, in the billions of dollars and dollars. Those people are rich, and they're gonna get even richer. I wish I had $1 billion to buy in Bitcoin, I'd multiply it quickly. But I put a little bit into Bitcoin if I had $1 billion, and I put a lot into Leah AI and other altcoins. I do believe the AI sector is going to be massive for 2025, especially now that Donald Trump is pushing crypto and AIs. So that's why Leah AI is one of my favorite cryptos, because it's a crypto and it's an AI agent. So it looks like it's going to do really good, and I'm very very bullish on Leah AI. But I'm back to Bitcoin here. Today, we already bounced back, to 102,528. We've gone as high as 102,811 on this new trading day of January 29. So let's see. Looks like we're bouncing back. Let's see what happens here in about 12 to 13 hours when Jerome Powell speaks. And is he going to pump the market or dump the market? So it's all up in the on the short term here. It's all up in the air here for Bitcoin. It all depends on Jerome Powell. But on the long term, I do expect by February the Bitcoin is going to go parabolic, and it should be making new all-time highs. And I don't expect Bitcoin, even if Jerome Powell is bearish, if he's hawkish, I don't expect Bitcoin to go underneath 90K. We have a lot of support here in 90K. So definitely stay bullish on Bitcoin. I do believe it's time for Bitcoin to go parabolic again. Look how long it's just been going sideways, for a long time here, over 2 months now. So definitely we're due for a parabolic run to the upside. So stay bullish on Bitcoin. This is not the time to be bearish. And again, if it does have a dump, don't get scared out of the market. Don't be selling your coins. Don't be selling out of your position. That's just what the market maker does. It likes to freak people out. And then once everybody's freaked out, when the majority of people sell out, that's when it flips the switch and it makes Bitcoin go parabolic. And then the altcoins follow and go even more parabolic. So get ready, guys. I do believe we're getting ready for a Bitcoin parabolic move to the upside. Now I'm going to do the XRP quick. The rest of the updates really quick. Because a lot, in all my videos, I do deep analysis on the coins, but I don't want to get too repetitive. Because it's just been going sideways, so there's nothing new to say. You can watch my previous videos if you want deeper analysis on the XRP, XLM, Jasmy, Avax, Crowwood Knife, XCN, and the COQ, because it's basically the same thing. They've just been going sideways. So I'm just gonna read the price and the close, and then we'll move on to the next one. So current price of XRP is $3.09. It did close today at $3.05. It's been closing above $3, so that's great for XRP. Just been going sideways, for over a week and a half now. And XRP and all the cryptos, they're just waiting for Bitcoin to go parabolic. So as soon as Bitcoin goes parabolic, XRP is going to run harder. And my short-term price target is around $6-7 when Bitcoin goes parabolic. But at the top of the bull run, I do expect XRP to have a massive bull run like it did in 2017. It's probably going to do 100. It's probably going to do a 50x to 100x. Now on the 2017 cycle, it did over a 500x. But this time around, since it already has a massive market cap, I do believe it could only do right around a 50x to 100x, just because the market cap is so high already. So 50x from the bear market low of 30 cents would be right around $15, and 100x would be right around $7. So that's my price target. Somewhere between $15 and $30 at the top of the bull run for XRP. Now let's get right into the XLM update. It's at 40 cents, same thing, just been going sideways for over 2 months now. It closed today at it closed at 40 cents. Oh no, it closed at 39.2. So basically, it's just been closing, right around 39.40 cents the last couple of days. We were right up here, right around 41 cents. But it's not too bad, we just want to be right around 40 cents. And just like all the coins, they're just waiting on Bitcoin to go parabolic. And then, XLM and the cryptos will follow Bitcoin once it goes parabolic. You have to remember that Bitcoin is the original crypto. So Bitcoin is like the father of all the altcoins, and the altcoins are the children of Bitcoin. So once Bitcoin goes parabolic, the altcoins follow, because the children follow the father. So definitely, XLM is just waiting for Bitcoin to go parabolic, and they'll go to higher prices. On the top of the bull run, I expect XLM to have a good massive run this cycle too. I do believe it's mimicking the 2017 cycle, just like XRP. So I do believe it could do a 50x to 100x this cycle. So if from the bear market low of 7 cents, 50x would be right around 50x would be right around like 350 for XLM, and 100x would be right around $7. Now, in order to get to $7, Bitcoin would have to have a massive bull run, get to pretty close to around 250k. But I do see at least I do see at least $3.50 price per XLM at the top of the bull run. Now, I forgot to mention my my price prediction for Bitcoin at the top of the bull run. At the top of the bull run, I expect Bitcoin to be anywhere between $180,000 and $250,000. And my reasoning for that is because there's diminishing returns on the gains every cycle that Bitcoin has had. In the 2017 cycle, Bitcoin did a 129x from low to high. On the 2021 cycle, Bitcoin did a 22x from the low to the high. So this cycle, since there has been diminishing returns, I expect less than a 22x. I'm thinking anywhere between a 12x to a 17x. So that's why my price target is 180k to 250k, because the bear market low was 15,000. So if you multiply 15,000 times 12, that gives you 180k. And if you multiply 15,000 times 17, that gives you 250k. So that's my price target for Bitcoin, is between 180k and 250k. And I do see Bitcoin topping off late this year, sometime between September 2025, either a month before or after. So really between August and October 2025 is when I see Bitcoin topping off at the price of around 180k and 250k. So stay bullish on Bitcoin and stay bullish on XLM. XLM is just waiting for Bitcoin to go parabolic, and it's gonna run, it's gonna moon. Now into the Jasmy update. Now Jasmy, this is a great price for Jasmy. I mean, this is a ridiculous low price for Jasmy. It's at 0.24. I already own a lot of Jasmy. I'm massively invested into Jasmy. I'm already up on Jasmy. I mean, I bought Jasmy at 0.005. So I'm a good amount up on Jasmy. But I do think Jasmy could do even better. I do believe Jasmy could get to at least $1 this cycle. A lot of people think that's too bullish. A lot of people are saying, that, Jasmy will only get to like 30 cents or 60 cents. But I'm super bullish on Jasmy, just because, it's known as the Bitcoin of Japan. It's the only crypto in Japan that has clarity. And it's also run by, 4 ex-Sony executives. It has a really good team. Those ex-Sony executives, they know how to market a product. They know how to make a product successful. You guys already know what they did with the Sony brand. Sony's a household name. Everybody knows about the Sony PlayStation, and everybody knows about the Sony electronics. So I think these 4 ex-Sony executives that are running Jasmy, they're going to do the same thing with Jasmy that like they did with Sony. So I expect great things for Jasmy. That's why I do believe it could get close to $1. It might not hit $1 exactly, because $1 is like a psychological number. Just like Bitcoin took a long time to hit 100k. Jasmy might get to like the 90s. Maybe it'll get to like 93 cents or 95 cents. But somewhere close to $1 is where I see Jasmy topping off. Maybe around 93, 95 cents. Just because that dollar is a psychological number. But anyways, even if it only got to like 93 cents, that would still be like a 300x from the bear market low of 0.028. And even if it only got to like 30 cents, like some people are saying, that still would be a 100x from the bear market low of 0.028. And if it got to 60 cents, that would be 200x from the bear market low of 0.028. So either way, Jasmy is going to have massive gains this cycle, and everybody's going to know about Jasmy at the top of the bull run. Everybody's going to be FOMOing into Jasmy once it gets above like 10, 20 cents. So Jasmy is definitely going to run. And the Jasmy team, they plan to lock up a lot of their tokens. Right now, the total supply and the circulating supply are the same, about 50 billion Jasmy. But the Jasmy team, what they want to do this year, they want to lock up like half of the supply. So if they lock up over 25 billion Jasmy, that's going to make the Jasmy price skyrocket. So that's why I think it could get to at least close to $1. So take advantage of these low prices on Jasmy. I mean, this is a ridiculous cheap price for Jasmy right now. It's only at 0.24 cents. So definitely So it's not financial advice, but I'm definitely heavily invested into Jasmy. I think there's a cheap price for Jasmy. Again, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Don't buy or sell any coin because I say so or because anybody says so. You have to learn to do your own research and learn to read the charts. And only invest in the markets where you're willing to lose. But I do think Jasmy has a lot of upside still. So definitely, I'm bullish on Jasmy. So before we get into the XCN update, let's read some news. I got a bunch of good news here for you guys. I have some good XRP news. It looks like Ondo finances tokenized U.S. Treasury to join XRP Ledger. Upon launch, Ondo's OUSG token will be redeemable using Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin. Tokenization protocol Ondo Finance plans to deploy its tokenized U.S. Treasury fund on the XRP ledger, giving investors access to institutional-grade government bonds that can be redeemed with stable coins. According to a January 28 announcement, the Ondo short-term U.S. government treasuries OUSG fund will go live on the XRP ledger within the next 6 months. The announcement said Ondo and the XRP ledger developer Ripple plan to seed OUSG liquidity immediately upon launch. So that's good. I don't want to read the whole article, but that's just excellent. I mean, it looks like Ondo Finance, which is like BlackRock's like real world asset token. It's not theirs, but they're heavily invested in it. So it's like it is their token because they're heavily backing Ondo Finance. So BlackRock, Ondo's Finance is going to join Ripple's ledger, XRP ledger. That's good for XRP and Ondo. So definitely great news for XRP. That's why I think XRP could get at least to $15 this cycle. Looks like BlackRock, is going to be pumping XRP. And a lot of people love XRP, and I like XRP. I love XRP too. I love XLM. I love all cryptos. I mean, if I could make money in it, I love it. So that's definitely good news for XRP, and that's why I think it gets to at least $15. But if Bitcoin gets anywhere near 250K, then I could see XRP getting as high as 200. If Bitcoin gets anywhere near 250K, then I could see XRP getting as high as $30. Stay bullish on XRP. A lot of good news coming out this year for it. Got some more news for you guys. It looks like the Utah House Committee has passes a bill for state to buy crypto. The bill now needs to pass by majority vote in Utah's House and Senate before being approved by the state governor Spencer Cox, who appears to be pro-crypto. A Utah House Committee has passed a bill that would allow the state to invest a portion of public funds into crypto, with the measure now heading to the House for a vote. The Utah House Economic Development Committee passed HB 230, the Blockchain and Digital Innovation Amendments, by an 8-1 vote on January 28. Utah Representative Jordan Tusher proposed the bill on January 21. It would give the state's treasurer authority to allocate up to 5% of certain public funds to buy qualifying digital assets, such as those with a market cap over $500 billion or approved stablecoins. The second substitute version of the original bill was updated on January 28 with provisions for crypto mining zoning restrictions. So there you go. Looks like a lot of states are now they're proposing for the state to buy Bitcoin and other cryptos as well. Looks like Utah and Arizona too. Let's see what it says here. Okay, non-proposal. So California, Nevada, all the ones in the gray are not proposing to buy Bitcoin. The blue ones are pending. Like Wyoming, South Dakota, North Dakota, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Alabama, Florida, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, New Hampshire. They're all pending. They might be able to buy crypto too. Under consideration is Utah and Arizona, and green that has passed. There's no green yet, but all these oranges and blues, they're probably going to be green here shortly. So there you go. So it looks like all the states are getting ready to buy crypto. And like I have a little article here on Arizona too. Looks like Arizona Senate moves forward with Bitcoin reserve legislation. So just like I said right now, they're also thinking of buying Bitcoin. So very bullish for Bitcoin and crypto. If the states start buying Bitcoin and cryptos, that's just gonna pump our bags. So that's awesome. I think this bull run is gonna be massive. Maybe Bitcoin will get close to 250K, and that's gonna make all the altcoins run. So don't be selling early on your altcoins. Subscribe to the channel. If you want me, I'll be letting you guys know what coins are gonna be. When the coins are gonna be topping off. You could always do an altcoin request here on the live chat. Feel free to ask me any questions here in the live chat. I would love to communicate with you guys. I'll give you guys some guidance. If you have one of your altcoins you're holding, kind of give you some guidance on it. At least to tell you if it's not going to be a rug pull, if it's if there's nothing fundamentally wrong with it. And if you even want more help than that, if you're pretty new to crypto, or even if you're not new to crypto, but if you're new to crypto and you want more help, feel free to join my Patreon, patreon.com/cryptobull. I just started it, but I want to build a community of like-minded people who are crypto enthusiasts, crypto traders, crypto investors. Basically, I'll help you out with everything there, step by step, how to buy crypto, how to sell crypto, which cryptos to buy. I'm really good at finding smart market cap cryptos and then selling them once they do a 50 to 100x, and I just keep repeating that cycle. So think about joining the Patreon if you guys are interested. Only $20. So let's get right back into the XCN update. See what XCN is doing. Current price of XCN is 0.30. I love this coin too. Well, I love all coins. Like I said, if I could make money, I love them. So I bought this coin at 0.0017, so I'm pretty up massively. I do believe it could get to at least 25 cents. I might start taking some profits though once it gets to 17 cents, because that would be like 100x for me. I'm not going to sell it all, but I'll take a little bit off the table, because I'll be at 100x by then. But I do believe it could get to at least 25 cents. And if Bitcoin gets anywhere near 250K, it could even go as high as 50 cents. So this coin has been running massively, for the last, like week and a half, ever since January 16. It's been pumping, so basically, like the last, like 12 days, it's been pumping hard. The time to buy it was anytime before January 13, because before January 13, you could still get it as low as 0.0025, but now it's already, like 20x from that price. I got as high as, like 5 cents. The local high was made on Sunday, January 26 at 0.49, so basically 5 cents. So it did over like a 20x, in like 12 days. So or less than 12 days, in 10 days. So definitely, I'm just waiting to get to 17 cents, and then I'm gonna take some, profits off the table. But I do believe I'm gonna hold some of my coins, over half my coins, because I do believe it could get to 25 cents. And then potentially, if Bitcoin gets anywhere near 250K, it could get up to like 50 cents. So I'm very bullish on this coin. I bought this coin over a year ago. These are the type of picks that I like to make on my Patreon. I buy them at low market cap. I bought this one. It was around like $40 million market cap, and I plan to sell like when it gets to around 17 cents to make my 100x. But it might even go higher than that. So that's why I'm only selling about half my coins at 17, and then save my other half of my coins for higher prices. Here in the short term, it's just waiting for Bitcoin to go parabolic again, and then it'll start pumping again. But I mean, it's consolidating here, around 3 cents. So that's good. It's making higher highs, higher lows. So definitely, this coin is bullish. So kudos to you. If you own XCN, you're up massively. So let's get right into the Avax update. See what Avax is doing at the time of recording. Current price of Avax is $33.49. This is another steal right here. I mean, this is a super low price for Avax. I mean, $33 for Avax. I think this is like easily like a $300 to $600 coin. So even for this price of today, it would still be a good 10x, 10 to 20x at the top of the bull run. I mean, that's not bad for a big cap. I mean, remember, this is like in the top 12 coins. So I mean, a 20x from the price of today, is still really good for a big cap. It's not a micro cap or a low cap. It is a big cap. It's a AAA premium, blockchain. It's the #1 Web3 gaming blockchain for crypto. It also has a real-world asset narrative, and is soon to have a AI narrative. I do believe Avalanche is coming out with their upgrade. It's going to be called Avalanche 9000 AI. So they're going to be able to build AI agents. Artificial intelligence is super hot right now. Avax is joining the game, and it's going to have an AI narrative here pretty soon too. So I do expect Avax to run. It might even go higher than $600 at the top of the bull run. I'm just being conservative because this is a really super AAA blockchain. I bought it at around $9, just right off the low. I believe the bear market low this cycle was right around like 860, 870. I remember I bought it right around 9. So super bullish on this coin too. So definitely don't miss out on AVAX. It's giving you a perfect opportunity to buy this buy the dip, because I do believe the local bottom is basically in here at 31.82. I do believe it won't go lower than that. So you would be smart to buy this dip right here if you love Avalanche and you like to invest into big caps. The big caps are more like secure. They're definitely not gonna get rug pull. I love both. I like big caps and micro caps. In my portfolio, I have some big caps like Avalanche, Solana, but I also have a bunch of micro caps too, like XCN, Lia AI, Crow with Knife, COW for meme coins. I have other meme coins too, but I already sold them. Right now, the meme coins that are invested into is in Crow with Knife and COQ, which brings us right into the Crow with Knife update. Because these meme coins, Crow with Knife and the Cockinu, the COQ, the super low market cap. Like Crow with Knife is only at $23.19 million market cap. Like I already sold my Pepe and I sold my Bonk and my Whiff already that I bought way earlier, in the cycle. But they're pretty much too high in market cap already. The return on investment is not going to be as much. So I sold that off and because I put my meme coin profits into other meme coins. Because I like to have a diversified portfolio. I have like premium blockchains. Solana, Avalanche. And then I have my micro caps, Lia AI, XCM, those type. I have other ones too. I'm just giving you the favorites that I have here on the channel. But my Patreons though, if you join the Patreon, I'll let you know what I'm looking at the current time. But Crow with Knife is one that is a meme coin that I recommend right now because it is going to run. It has been suppressed right now, for a long time. But it only has a $23.19 million market cap. So that's like a steal. I do believe it could get to close to $1 billion market cap at the top of the bull run. Basically, in case you don't know, but I've been looking at the charts and I've been looking at the patterns. And basically, the Kronos blockchain, historically speaking, it's a late bloomer. On the 2021 cycle, the Kronos blockchain, like the CRO token, it didn't top off at the top of the bull run until Bitcoin did. It basically topped off with Bitcoin in November 2021. So, all throughout the 2020, 2019, 2020, the CRO token was suppressed. It was super low prices. It was like around a penny or 2 pennies. And it wasn't until, late 2021 when it started running. But, in November 2021, it topped off with Bitcoin at 96 cents. So from the bear market low of a penny, it did a 96x all the way up to 96 cents. That's the CRO token last cycle in 2021. So it was a late bloomer. So I expect the CR token and all the Kronos blockchain ecosystem, like Crow with Knife, because the CAW is the #1 meme coin on the Kronos blockchain. I expect it to be a late bloomer. So that's why right now I'm putting all my other meme coin profits into Crow with Knife with CAW ticker. Because I do believe it's going to moon. It's got a super low market cap of 23 million, and I do believe it could easily pass 500 million, and it might even get to $1 billion market cap. So right now, that's what I'm doing. Not financial advice, but I do believe Crow with Knife is going to be a late bloomer, and it is going to run. It's just a matter of time, and I do believe it's going to top off with Bitcoin late in 2025. So don't miss out on Crow with Knife. If you missed out on all the other meme coins, like Bonk and Whiff and Pepe, Toshi, all the ones that already ran. You might want to look into. Although I think there's still some good potential in Toshi because they only have $500 million market cap. That one just started running. But But Pepe, that's already like over like a $7 billion market cap. It's like a $6-7 billion market cap. That one doesn't have that much upside anymore. It's still gonna still gonna go up, but you'll have way more returns than something like Crow with Knife or Toshi. Toshi's at a $500 million market cap. You'll have if you got in it earlier, then you're doing great. But if you haven't got into a meme coin, then Crow with Knife or the COQ would be good picks because they got low market caps. Crow with Knife only has a 23.19 million market cap, and let's see, the COQ only has a $60.98 million market cap. So both these meme coins are going to run because both these meme coins are late bloomers. Because also the Avalanche blockchain is also a late bloomer. The same thing. In case you don't know, the COQ is the #1 meme coin on the Avalanche blockchain. And also the Avalanche Avax last cycle was also a late bloomer. It also topped off with Bitcoin in 2021, in November 2021. So just like the Kronos blockchain, the Avalanche blockchain was suppressed, in the before 2021. But once 2021 hit in the late months, it started running, and mooned, in the late months of 2021. So I expect the same thing for Avalanche and COQ. I expect them, to start running later in 2025. So right now is the perfect time to accumulate where there are low prices, and then they're gonna, start running later in the cycle. But they will keep running. By the time other meme coins already stop running, there's gonna be some meme coins and other altcoins that are gonna top off sometime in like April, May of this 2025, and that's it. That's gonna be their top. But other coins, like Avalanche, Crow with Knife, and the COQ, they're gonna keep running until late 2025. They're probably gonna top off with Bitcoin sometime around September 2025. Give or take a month, might be August or October 2025. So that's why right now, Crow with Knife and COQ, the Cockinu, are great investments. It's a perfect time to accumulate. Because before you know it, they're going to be over $100 million market cap, then over a $500 million market cap, and they might even get to $1 billion market cap. So get ready. And right now is the time to buy the CAW, the COQ. Again, not financial advice. Don't buy or sell any coin because I say so or because anybody says so. Learn to do your own research and only invest in the markets where you're willing to lose. Okay, last chart we'll show for today is the DXY. Video's getting kind of long. Don't want to bore you guys to death. So definitely, I like to cover the DXY because just to let you guys know that Bitcoin has an inverse relationship with the DXY. The higher the DXY goes, the more Bitcoin is suppressed. It either goes lower or it goes sideways. If the DXY is high, Bitcoin goes sideways or lower. And remember, in January 13, the DXY hit its peak at $110.17. So Bitcoin was, in the 90,000s or, just kind of going sideways. But ever since, it's been collapsing. And that's why Bitcoin has gotten above 100K. It even made a new all-time high of 109K. But we got as low as 106.96 here yesterday. And today on the 28th, we closed at 107.91. So we're still pretty low here at 107.94 at the current price. So we don't want this to keep going back up. We want this to dump. Maybe after Jerome Powell, gives his speech, even he's dovish, this DXY is probably going to dump, and that's going to make Bitcoin pump. So just look out. If you see DXY going up higher, those are going to be the signs. That Bitcoin is going to, probably going to be suppressed and just keep going more sideways. But if the DXY dumps after Jerome Powell speaks, that's going to make Bitcoin pump. So get ready. I do believe I'm at 60% chance that Jerome Powell is going to pump the market, and about 40% chance that Jerome Powell is going to dump the market tomorrow. We shall see. We're about 12 hours away from Jerome Powell's speech. We'll see what happens. So that's pretty much it for the charts. Let's see if I have some. I got some more bullish news I want to share with you guys. Some bullish news for you Doge holders, for you Doge lovers. Looks like Bitwise files with SEC for spot Dogecoin ETF. Bitwise registered a Dogecoin trust in Delaware earlier this month, but its latest filings makes its bid to launch a Dogecoin ETF official with the SEC. Bitwise has filed with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission to list an exchange-traded fund ETF tracking price of the popular meme coin Dogecoin. The proposed Bitwise Dogecoin ETF would hold Dogecoin and closely track the meme coin's price movements, according to Bitwise January 28 S1 filing with the SEC. Bloomberg ETF analyst James Sefart noted on X that Bitwise failed to register a Dogecoin trust. That Bitwise failed to register a Dogecoin trust in Delaware on January 22. So there you go. There might be a Dogecoin ETF. As ridiculous as that may sound to you, that may happen, and I probably will, because we got a pro crypto SEC chair coming in, Paul Atkins, the acting SEC chair right now, Mark Uyetas, he's pro crypto, and then we got Elon Musk leading the Doge Department of Government Efficiency, and he also loves the Doge meme coin, Elon Musk is pretty much buddy with Donald Trump, the president. So and basically Donald Trump appointed Paul Atkins the incoming SEC chair. So there's good chances that we're gonna get a spot Dogecoin ETF. So get ready if you hold Doge. It's probably gonna moon. The Doge, it's probably gonna moon. It's gonna skyrocket. But this is also good for other meme coins. If we get a Dogecoin ETF, if we get a meme coin ETF, that's gonna make meme coins like kind of valid. So that means meme coins will always be around, and then that way meme coins will keep running, and there'll always be a chance to make good money in crypto with meme coins. That's why I've been telling you guys about Crow and Knife and the COQ, the Cock Inu. The Dogecoin ETF gets approved, that's gonna make all meme coins go parabolic. And all the ones with higher market cap, they're gonna run, but the ones with lower market cap like COQ and Crow and Knife, they're gonna run even harder. So right now, the time to accumulate Crow and Knife and COQ is right now, because they're at low market cap. And if this Dogecoin ETF gets approved, it's gonna make meme coins go parabolic. They're gonna run. So that's awesome, because I hold a lot of meme coins, especially Crow and Knife and the COQ, the Cock Inu. So I just want to share this bullish news with you guys. So bullish for Doge and meme coins in general. So the last article I'm going to share with you guys is this one. I just thought it was kind of cool. It says Dark Knight and Superman writer launches AI-powered crypto film universe. Hollywood veterans David S. Goyer, The Dark Knight and Blade, is pioneering a blockchain and AI-based creative platform he hopes will revolutionize the film industry. David S. Goyer, the screenwriter behind the Dark Knight and Blade film franchises, is heading up an innovative new sci-fi project called Emergence that aims to overturn Hollywood's business model using blockchain and AI. So he launched on January 28 on the Ascension platform of Story Protocol. Emergence is a crowdsourced science fiction franchise that tracks community contributions to its intellectual property using smart contracts and pays users for them via cryptocurrency rails. Goyer, who was also the showrunner for the first season of the Apple TV series Foundation and one of the writers of Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, is overseeing the creative aspects of Emergence and wrote in Story Bible. So there you go, guys. Just more bullish news. Even Hollywood's getting into I don't want to read the whole article, but even Hollywood's getting into into the blockchain. So I really believe all the governments of the world they're going to be pushing blockchain and cryptos, especially now that the United States is going pro crypto with Donald Trump as the president, and all the big government agencies like the SEC, the CFTC, they're all pro crypto. The U.S. is basically going to be a pro crypto country. Hopefully, like Donald Trump says, he's going to make it the U.S. He's going to make it the world's capital of the world for crypto and AI. So when that happens, for some reason other countries follow what the U.S. does. So a lot of countries are getting into crypto and blockchain. So that's why I believe all the governments in the world, they're going to be pushing blockchain heavily. So I think that's where we're headed. I think we're headed into a digital world, a blockchain, of decentralization. They're probably going to get rid of paper money at one point. Everything's just going to be through your digital wallet. Everybody's going to have their digital wallet, their digital IDs. Everything's going to go digital, and everything's going to be on the blockchain. So there you go. if you're listening to me right now, you're early into crypto and the blockchain. So if you're invested into crypto right now, you're early. So you're probably gonna make money. But if you don't know how to work, or if you wanna get some good picks, want to get early access to low microcap gems, feel free to join the Patreon. Only $20. Top Crypto Patreon.com. Top Crypto Boom. But that pretty much covers it. I think I shared all the stories with you guys. Again, the biggest news for the day right now is about 12 hours from right now that you're listening to me. If you're live here with me, we're gonna have Jerome Powell speak, and if he's hawkish, he's gonna make a Bitcoin dump, and if he's dovish, he's gonna make Bitcoin pump. Now, in my opinion, I think 60%. I'm more leaning toward that he's gonna make Bitcoin and cryptos pump. I'm at 60% chance that Jerome Powell will make Bitcoin and cryptos pump, and about 40% chance that he'll make it dump. But even if he is hawkish and he makes the Bitcoin and crypto market dump, don't get scared, don't get shaken out. Don't be selling your favorite coins. Don't sell out of your positions. It'll recover quickly. By the weekend, we'll be above 100K. If he dumps the market, maybe Bitcoin will go around 95K. Right around there, and the cryptos will follow and go down too. But I do believe by the weekend we'll probably be back up above 100K. So definitely don't get scared of the market. I do believe 90K is the line in the sand for Bitcoin. If he does make the market dump, I don't think we'll go below 90K. So just stay bullish in the market. Remember, we're in the 30-year of the bull run for Bitcoin, and it's the parabolic bull run phase for Bitcoin. So that's going to make Bitcoin and other cryptos pump. So stay bullish in the market. No reason to be bearish. Just hold, have conviction in your cryptos. Don't be selling out, and you'll be reaping the rewards here in about a month or two once we go into true altcoin season, and everything's going to go parabolic. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Think about joining the Patreon. This Top Crypto Bull signing off. And I'll see you in the next one.